Hi, Callie here from Soulcraft Sisters, and welcome to your new moon check-in for March 2017. Very warm welcome. This is a new moon in the sign of Aries. So not only do we have the new beginnings energy with around the new moon, which is all about setting intentions for the coming lunar cycle and just having a clean slate, so to speak, and writing down your intentions and what you want to manifest and what you want your focus to be for the next month. This is all some of the things that are associated with the new moon and things I do at the new moon time. And also the purpose of this video here is to remind you to perhaps do the same, and because what that does is it helps us align with that sense that we are co-creators in our life. So if we're not conscious of this on a day-to-day basis, I think we should try to and strive to be. But there are, and the more I've studied this and the more I've sort of conversed with the moon, and I say that because the moon usually follows its path around here when I look out. But anyway, so what I've noticed that there is a very different energy around the new moon and the full moon, and the period leading up from the new moon to the full moon and from the full moon to the new moon. We're talking about some very different energies, some different stuff that goes on, at least for me. So I can really speak of this experience now with the moon, and also the wonder of the new moon for me personally. So anyway, so we've got this new moon, which is all about setting new intentions for the coming month, but then we also have it in the sign of Aries. So this new moon is in the sign of Aries, and Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, and Aries is also about new beginnings. It's about being brave and courageous, spontaneous, and this fiery energy that just wants to move forward, right? And so we've got these the new moon and the Aries energy coming together at this point in time, which is super exciting for me because I'm an Aries sun. So I really feel like this is my time, this is my energy. This is where I feel at home, because this is what I don't know, just it excites me, and it sort of speaks to the part of me that I'm most familiar with and comfortable with, I could say. So coming out of the last new moon, which was in Pisces, if you remember that, that's when I went, we're dealing with deep emotions, dreams, things that have been hidden, things that sort of wanting to resurface, fears that we are needing to look at, and all this. So deep emotions, spirituality is, so for me, wow, that's I wouldn't say it's been heavy, it's just been so different, a different type of energy. And I know Piscean energy because I have Pisces moon, but it's definitely not, well, consciously it's not an area that I've been working with, or that I've been tapping into as much. But now, as I'm raising my awareness and all the work that I'm doing with intention setting and just being more sensitive, I think, more aware of the energy surrounding me, it's been really quite a trip. Anyway, so we're moving out of that and into this Aries energy, which already now feels super exciting for me. So the point here is, I want you to think about, this is at least what I've been thinking about, where can I find the courage to move forward? Where can I be more spontaneous? Where can I weave a bit more fun and excitement and joy into what I'm doing, professionally, but also personally, into my life? All these sorts of things. What's the status of my drive? Where am I heading? How determined am I regarding these ideas and what I want to see come true for me? So So questions like this is super helpful because we can see it's like a barometer. Do you say that? Okay, so where am I, right? And that's one of the perfect things I love about this new moon, because it's carving out that time to really question yourself and check in with yourself. Okay, where am I at? Okay, cool. All right, so I can see where I can make adjustments if I feel I need to, in terms of yeah, feeling balanced in life. I guess it's the whole point, right? So so yeah, and it's also this new moon in Aries, I would say, is also about focusing on you, your needs. Um, and I say it like this because Aries is focused on not only themselves, of course, also the people they interact with, but there's this a tendency to be quite aware of your own needs. And I think sometimes that's really good. We can care for the world, and we can care for our loved ones and near ones. That doesn't go away, but there's also something to be said about you, your needs, because if we don't, if we're not in tune with those, it's really hard for us to support and be the type of pillar, you could say, for society and for other people, if we're unclear about our own needs and how to meet them, right? So focus on you, your needs, new beginnings, how to amp up your drive, and how to perhaps be a bit more adventurous, take a few more risks, you know. And what I also like about this Aries energy, so this is not going to be for everybody, but what I like about it is that it doesn't consider how is this going too fast. No, it's just full speed ahead, just do it, you know. And then of course we can reflect and do all these other things, but I want to say at another time. Obviously you want to focus your energy somewhat, otherwise it can get scattered and you probably end up going nowhere. But so if you have a few intentions. That's why the new moon is so perfect. Have a few wishes and intentions you want to set, and really just let loose, go for it. No limits, you know. Whoo, kapow! So, yes, and what I really like, so I often refer to this book here, Monology, has some really great advice on how you can make your intentions really practical, how you can really cement them into your being and your thoughts. So first, what she suggests is that you have write down a few dreams, a few hopes you have for this coming month. What I did was I just did a brainstorm, took one page out and just wrote everything down. And what became really clear to me was that I'm feeling more drawn to this and this idea. Okay, so that's what I'll be working on. So, and then what you can do then is to visualize these things. And if you're not good at visualizing these things coming to pass, or you doing the things that you imagine that excites you the most, right? If you can't visualize it easily as I can, then another thing is to just feel into that emotion. You've probably heard this a million times before, but how does that make you feel when you think about doing these things that you want to achieve in the coming month? Because that feeling, your thoughts, I mean, I think if you're watching this video, you probably know and resonate with this message, that is a way of communicating with the universe, with your guides, with your higher self, that hey guys, this is where I want to go. And then the universe sort of helps you and listens to that call, right? So it's very important that we're clear, that we know where we're going, and then we'll be supported in that, right? Next thing you can do after you've visualized or sensed into that feeling of achieving these things, maybe you want to write down a few confirmations, affirmation, I think it's called, and these could be simple ones that you just repeat to yourself in the morning or in the evening, or whenever it suits you. Have it in your wallet, or maybe take a picture of it, have it on your phone screen, so you're reminded of these positive affirmations that keep you on track, right? And the last thing is to make some plans. So actually write down, okay, by the first 2 weeks of this coming lunar cycle, I will have achieved that. I would have done this. This is what I will aim to do. So be super practical around it. And this is a fantastic way of taking an idea, something that excites you, and help yourself keep on track, and actually, yeah, see it come to life in some way or form. Perhaps not exactly as we imagine always, but maybe something better, you know. So just, it's a way of staying the course. All right. I want to mention that I wrote a blog post around the energy of Aries. There's a lot of talk of the astrological new year, right? Beginning with Aries. And so if you're interested, I wrote a little bit about that, and also created a tarot spread. You can also use oracle cards, of course, to align your energy to the Aries energy, and see where you can get some advice on how you can align with it. Where can I be more spontaneous? Where do I need a bit more structure? Because to me, Aries is not only about getting ahead and out there and performing. It's also about doing it in a way that that's conducive to you, right? So we want to have that. Oh, sorry. We want to have that focus as well, right? Anyway, you can check that. I'm going to leave a link to it down below if you are interested. And so I want to just say here at the very end that I pulled a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle for us this time around, to see what message wanted to come through from my guides and guardians, the universe, and the card that came forward, I thought it was just beautiful. Is this card here? It says time to go. Exactly. What are we waiting for? For some of us, I know this is true for me, so I can say this, but we've done dreaming. We're done waiting for things to happen. Now is the time to go. Now is the time to take advantage of this beautiful energy and all the skills that you have, and all the goodness that's just waiting to get to be manifested through us, right? And I want to just read the message in the book as well here. And it says the essential meaning is endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. And it says here, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So I just find this to be a perfect message about moving on, completing one cycle and beginning a new one. So for some of us, we'll be racing ahead. For others, it's perfectly fine to sort of take your time, but at least feel into this excitement of new beginnings and what that means to you, and in which areas of your life you want to really see these new beginnings manifest for you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely month, and happy birthday to all my Aries out there. Take care. Bye.